Servants of Leviathan, the Order of the Gash, the Cenobites. No matter the name, they are nightmares woven from flesh. The Cenobites first emerged from the mind of Clive Barker in his haunting novella The Hellbound Heart. They are described as explorers in the further regions of experience, existing in a realm beyond our comprehension. To some, they are demons, to others, angels. This duality only deepens the horror they represent. Their terrifying presence was later solidified in the Hellraiser film series, and even made an appearance in Barker's novel Weave World, where they were referred to as the Surgeons.
You solved the box. We came. Now you must come with us. Taste our pleasures.
Each Cenobite is marked by horrific mutilations and extensive elaborate body piercings, their bodies cloaked in a sinister black leather that resembles the attire of butchers, or the ominous robes of a dark cult. This attire not only enhances their nightmarish forms, but serves a practical purpose. It holds their gruesome tools and wicked adornments, accentuating their role as both tormentors and seducers.
Not leaving us so soon, are you?
The Cenobites eviscerate their victims using rusty hooks attached to chains. In Chapter 1 of The Hellbound Heart, Cenobites are described as smelling strongly of vanilla. The Cenobites can pierce the veil of our reality through a terrifying schism in time and space, an opening that occurs with the manipulation of ancient eerie artifacts. The most notorious of these relics is the Lament Configuration, a seemingly innocuous puzzle box that conceals a gateway to their world. It's a chilling reminder that what appears simple can lead to unimaginable horror. The philosophical motivations of the Cenobites evolved over time. Initially, they are depicted as fervent worshippers of a sinister hedonism, embracing disturbing definitions of pleasure. This pleasure is both elusive and unsettling, rooted in two extremes. Unending amplification of sensation straddles the line of unbearable agony and the endurance of ghastly tortures that defies the very laws of existence. The Cenobites were once human, twisted into nightmarish forms by dark supernatural forces of their home dimension. They serve a terrifying deity known as Leviathan, god of flesh and desire. Leviathan manifests as a colossal rotating diamond, its surface etched with the ominous patterns of the Lament Configuration. Cenobite dimension is portrayed as a massive labyrinth, reminiscent of M.C. Escher's intricate relativity lithograph, with Leviathan hovering ominously above its center. The original trio of male Cenobites, hauntingly named Pinhead, Chatterer, and Butterball, are accompanied by a single female Cenobite, only known as Deep Throat. Pinhead wasn't always intended to be the main antagonist. Initially credited simply as lead Cenobite, it was due to an overwhelming fan response that the character became the main villain. Clive Barker had envisioned a horrifying effect with syringes sprouting from the skin. This morphed into the character we now call Pinhead, a name that has become part of horror lore. The Chatterer's grotesque appearance features a face that's little more than a mass of scars, except for the terrifying grin of exposed teeth, held back by wires. The Chatterer serves as Pinhead's main enforcer throughout the franchise, and he's frequently seen restraining victims to be tortured. In Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, we learn that Chatterer was once a little boy who solved the puzzle box only to be ripped apart by the Cenobites and turned into one. The Chatterer is favored by Leviathan for his unique ability to transform others into Cenobites, often in his own image. This leads to the creation of more Chatterer-like Cenobites, including Torso, one of the most grotesquely altered former humans in the entire Cenobite roster. The female Cenobite, sometimes referred to as Deep Throat, due to her open throat wound exposing her trachea and giving her a raspy voice.
We had to hear it from your own lips.
Her origins remain a mystery, but like the others, she reverts to her human form upon death. Butterball, an obese Cenobite with a grotesque appearance sporting round glasses. He reveals sewn-shut eyes and a gruesome gash in his stomach, held open with hooks. While we don't know much about his past, like his fellow Cenobites, he was once human. Butterball's character design takes his former life's corpulence to disturbing extremes. The Engineer is a being that seems to be constructed from something between scales and human skin. It has blazing amber cat-like eyes, a scorpion-like tail, and several rows of razor-sharp shark-like teeth. In Clive Barker's original vision, the engineer had a head similar to a cone of white fire that shines with the brilliance of a minor sun. The engineer's job was to craft torture devices for the Cenobites. The engineer always hangs upside down, hanging from its back feet which hold it up on the walls of the labyrinth as it travels. The engineer's limbs seem to end in hand-like appendages instead of having feet, from what has been seen of them. The engineer was originally meant to appear in Hellbound Hellraiser 2 but was deleted. However, some of its scenes did appear in older previews. The engineer also appeared on the cover of the Great and Secret Show.
When I was a kid, I would build those Aurora models. Remember, like
Sure, I used to build those.
Weren't they great? And now I get sent through the post the boxed Pinhead kit, and now it's wonderful. Things come full circle. I am now the maker of something for a new generation of monster-obsessed kids.
Congratulations, you have just purchased Clive Barker's Pinhead Cenobite. This museum-quality reproduction is designed for the serious collector of the bazaar. Please follow the assembly instructions carefully. First, cut away any excess plastic with a hobby knife. Careful not to sever the fingers. Time to assemble your model. Cement upper torso to lower torso. Caution, glue vapors may cause brain damage. You are now ready to finish your Pinhead. Paint all vestments black, including cassock, robe, and cummerbund. Flesh areas, creamy cadaver. Open wounds, bloody crimson. Teeth, rotten yellow. Torture tools, paint and hang as desired. Ah, yes, the crown of painful pins. Insert these in areas indicated. Your model is now complete. We hope your official Pinhead Cenobite will give you a lifetime of enjoyment.